What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another SLA video. Folks, we got some big news. Alright, we got some big news. Now listen, I'm not going to say where this news is from, but you guys know where my source usually comes from, and I'm not going to say any names. But we got some information that I want to share with all y'all, because I think this is going to change the way you look at things, and perhaps change the way you're going to structure yourself, revolving around who to summon for, how to prepare, etc. Okay, so let's go over what I'm referring to right now, and that is the brand new WOBL elements have now unofficially changed. I say unofficially changed. And what I mean by that is, you know how we've been saying all along it's going to be light and dark. Well, dark will maintain. Dark will still be there, so Sung Il-won, when he comes out, will still be relevant. But now the light element, which we all thought is going to finally allow Thomas to shine, is going to finally give Light the just as they deserve, is now out of the picture. Light is no longer going to be the secondary element. It looks like from any leaks that were found, the most current leaks at the very least, Light is no longer the second element. Instead, it's now being replaced by Fire. That's right. So Fire now is the second element to take over the WOBL scene, which is a little bit scary, not gonna lie, which means we may see history repeat itself. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, what happened in the past was that Thomas came out as the first national level hunter and everybody was hyped. 6-month anniversary, everybody lost their minds. We used Thomas for about a month and a half, maybe 2 months max, which is actually a pretty good amount of time to see a national level hunter or anyone in this game really last. But then he was replaced pretty like dominantly by a combination of Essel and Kanae. Like, he was absolutely like destroyed by those two, right? And because that was Fire and it was against Light, I'm afraid that history may repeat itself with what's coming up, and that is Fire and Dark, right? So Sung Il-won being a character we all been waiting for, and most of us have been very excited to summon on, may now see himself being replaced by the next following Fire unit. Now, the only reason why I'm okay with the thought of this and not him being replaced, as in Fire coming out, is because the oldest unit currently that needs replacing actually isn't a DPS, it's actually a support unit. Like right now, if you look at like Fire's support units, this is where they're at, right? This is their support unit right here. And Gina, who I'm about to find you guys, where's she at? There she is. Is old. Yeah, she's old. She's been around for a very long time. Unfortunately, one of the nicest looking women in the game needs to be replaced by somebody newer. So Kanae is fairly new. Essel is fairly new. We just got Yuki as a breaker, so I don't see them replacing Yuki anytime soon. I might actually summon for Yuki now, to be honest, because she's such a good breaker. I don't see them replacing her anytime soon, but I can see them definitely replacing Gina. So if anybody's looking for a team to build, right now the stock of Yuki, because of this news, has gone up quite a bit. Like, quite a bit, right? So you guys know right now, Essel and Yuki are very, very close in terms of their abilities, but what makes Yuki a better breaker overall is the fact that, number one, she doesn't need a break bar to apply her debuffs, and number two, she does not require Prey of the Week. Her actual debuffs work very easily. They're very easy to put on anybody, and at the same time, she's actually a really, really strong breaker. So now Yuki's stock has just risen quite a bit. And with that being said, if they are going to replace a breaker, a support, then you're gonna have a pretty powerful Fire team. Like, Kanae is still really, really strong, right? Yuki's an amazing breaker. All they need now, and I mean, quite honestly, even at this point, Essel's an incredible breaker still. At this point, the only thing that needs replacing, quite honestly, is going to be Gina. And even then, Gina, without being replaced, is still like really, really OP for her Fire team. Like, very OP for her Fire team. So this has made me now reassess my own thoughts about the whole situation. Like, do I want to pull for Yuki? Do I at least want to get her up a couple times? You know, get her maybe to, like, I don't know, 8-3, 8-4. Like, I don't know if power is going to be enough for that point, but like, we have ways to get ourselves a lot of enhancement stones, right? So there's a lot of ways to do this. this news really kind of rocked me this morning because I was really prepared not to summon for her. I really didn't want to summon for her. So I guess what we're going to have to do now, guys, is kind of figure out our priorities here. Again, if history does repeat itself, I'm a little bit worried. Now, the Fire team is pretty OP, right? They all always mesh really well together. Like, Kanae, Essel work amazing together. Kanae and Yuki work well together. Yuki and Essel work well together. Gina is just the perfect support for Fire. So Fire's just got a lot going for it. The only problem right now, I have right now with Dark is the fact that I don't know what Song Hwan is going to bring to the table. I know he's going to be strong, but then I have also no breaker for that team, right? Like, my breaker's garbage. Like, if you look at it right now, like, where is it? This is my breaker currently for the team. Where is she? Right here. So, like, for me personally, this is a little bit of a tough spot to be in because I don't actually have a good breaker. I have, Minnie at A7, which is great. She's going to be amazing. I know she will be. I'm not worried about her. I mean, Isla's A3. I can definitely get her to A5. I'm hoping by then by just doing regular draws. Let's see where I'm at here. 63 left, right? So I'm going to go ahead and summon for her right now while we're waiting. The biggest problem I have now, though, is what am I going to do with my breaker, right? I have SL A5. I have Kanae A5. SL's A6, I think. Kanae is A5. The only thing I'm actually missing right now is a Fire support, and that's A0. So Harper's A0, Gina's A0. But if they don't come out with the Dark Breaker in advance, and I'm going for Sung Hwan, I'm going to be broke. I'm going to be 100% broke. So the only saving grace here that I have personally is if for some reason Sung Hwan is just as good as... Damn it! Oh my god. Speaking of Thomas Andre, I think you heard me talking about him. If this is my first A10. Wow, this is actually my first A10 unit. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. There you guys go. All right. So, yeah. So, if Sung Hwan is just as good as Minnie, then I may have to skip him for the sake of putting together a proper team. Like, you need a breaker, guys. There's no way. There's no ifs or buts about it. Like, as much as I would love to summon for him, if it doesn't make sense for my account in order to beat the next WOBL and try to aim for that top 1,000 again, I don't think it makes sense for me to summon for him. So it's either I summon for Yuki and I get her up, or I don't summon for Yuki, hope Essel's good enough for this, and then whatever the Fire unit is for hard WOBL will be good enough for me to summon on, and they will carry my team. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because I was so prepared for Light Team to actually dominate this WOBL because my Light Team is already like A9, you saw A9, A10, and then Min is A7. So I was totally prepared for this. Now this has thrown me back, and I don't know what to do anymore. So, damn, that's a lot of SRs. So let me know what you guys are planning to do. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on this. I'm a little bit upset about how the devs have handled Thomas. They promised us that they would eventually get him. They would get him to be a star of a WOBL. We've never seen it. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I've kind of lost hope on this now. So Light Team is kind of sitting back again and looking like garbage. The only saving grace in all this, honestly, with Light Team is the fact that there may be an opportunity to think that Liu will be light and he'll be the new DPS carry for all of us, right? So again, guys, not really happy about the situation. Kind of upset about it, to be honest. I was hoping that it would be light, so it would give us a little bit of reprieve for, the upcoming WOBL and the fact that most of us already have a pretty decent Light Team built. But it looks like we're gonna have to go back to Fire now and hope that Fire doesn't do what it did to Light and completely dominate Dark and destroy it. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comment sections, guys. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on all this. Again, I'm not super happy about it. Really wish they would have just left it as it was, but here we are. We got to do what we got to do. So I just wanted to share this news with you, and I don't know if this is going to change the way you guys feel about it, but for me personally, I think this is a kick in the nuts. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe. Talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.